Okay, well, so we're going to go through some basics from a grappling point of view and a no-gi point of view. So we're looking at guard and kind of what I can do from top position. One of the things that's really important when you're in guard for mixed martial arts and submission grappling is kind of the placement of your hands. You never really want your hands kind of anywhere over here because it's really easy for Marie to switch out and then start attacking for arm bars and things like that. So a lot of this would be very similar to kind of the judo aspect. In jiu-jitsu and MMA, we tend to have our hands on the belly. I like to have a slight angle because it's a lot harder for me to come underneath and then clear the grips. So the slight angle creates a little bit more kind of strength and power. So when Marie tries to strip, it's a lot harder to break the hands in two different places. This elbow being quite close to the thigh as well gives me a little bit of an anchor point to stick her elbow in. So when Marie does try to go through and break that guard, I can kind of push in here to kind of fortify the arm a little bit. What's really important is we're not leaning over as well. So I'm always kind of sat back on my heels, engaging my abs. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do what I call an L shape. Each club system has its own terminology for stuff. For what I teach for submission grappling and MMA, I call this L. Okay, so hand placement, again, really important. I'm going to put my left knee so it's in line with Marie's spine. So I'm going to adjust my legs slightly, put the knee so it's facing Marie's head, and then the opposite leg is going to come out. So I'm creating an L shape with my legs. Okay. The reason why we do this is I need to open Marie's guard up. Okay. So the best way of doing that is stretching Marie's legs out to a point where she can't physically keep her toes connected. Okay. So hands here, push hip down. I'm not driving all my weight in, just enough to keep control. So when Marie tries to sit up and grab my head, it's really difficult because I'm pushing her back in to the mat. Okay, so left knee goes in line with the spine, the right knee goes out, and I just move my hip out slightly. Sometimes it can be hard to kind of get that final break, so all we're going to do is use this anchor point and just push that knee down. Okay, so Marie tries to clear my grip, anchor, yeah, when I'm ready, knee into the butt, pull the knee out, push the knee down, and then the next bit we're going to go into what's called combat base. So just so you can see what's happening with the legs when we do the L shape. So when I'm in Marie's guard, yeah, I'm in here, knees are just kind of relaxed. There's another one which we'll do in like a few kind of belts on, called what we call the Enuma top position. But the L shape, controlling posture here, line the knee in line with the spine and the head, and then the other leg goes out. So this is what's happening with the legs when I'm doing this position. So just before I show you how we use this with a partner, we're going to look at the combat base. Okay, so we've started off from the L shape. So whichever leg is kind of our lead leg in this position, this is the leg that's going to go up. Okay, so I've got control here. I'm going to come into this position, which is what we call combat base. The shin again is in line with the spine and the head. Yeah, and we create a little bit of a barrier between our opponents, come up and pull us down, where we can start using this for passing. From a striking point of view, this is a really good position to stand up, okay? Because we don't really have control of our head, our arms, our back, or anything like that. We can just put our weight onto our front leg and then just drive back and stand and get away from our partner. Guard here. So this angle is probably going to be a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on with the knee. So again, we've got this constant battle where I'm trying to keep my posture, Marie's trying to break my posture. Hand position in the same place, start going into that L-shaped position. Yep, open the legs. When the legs pop and you feel that little pop at the back, knee comes up into the combat base position. So when Marie starts trying to come up and get me now to pull me down, yep, I've already got something which acts as a little bit of a barrier. Like I said, from a MMA Kudo point of view, we can start using this to kind of stand up and retreat out of the guard. Okay, just to finish this off, we're going to look at a guard pass, okay? Again, every system, every club seems to have its own name for things. I call this a knee over pass, okay? So, same deal. Yeah, good posture, don't let Marie break the posture down, create that L shape, extend the legs, pop the legs open, into the combat base position, okay? So, the knee over pass, whichever knee I put up is the same side. The knee is going to go across the thigh of my opponent or partner. Okay, and I want it to go diagonal, all right, because this is going to help us control this leg. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to turn my knee, slide the knee down to the mat, but it's really important you don't take the leg out, okay? We need to keep this leg in here until this other leg gets out, all right? So from this position, I always go far side underhook. All right, so this arm's going to go under. At this point, I'm going to do a big back step with the leg that's still in between Marie's legs. I'll switch the angle in a second. Okay, so I'm going to do a big back step and then sprawl. Okay, so Marie, head that way. So same thing, break the guard, combat base, knee slides across. Yep, before I do anything, far side underhook. Okay, this leg that's still in between Marie's legs, so if Marie tries to capture this leg, it's going to be a little harder for her to do it, okay? But from here, I'm just going to do a back step. Yep, and slide the hip on the mat, making sure I pass the hips. Hopefully that makes sense. Anything you need me to go over or you want me to go into a bit more detail, let me know. What we'll do from the knee over pass, we'll look at sliding the knee out as well. You saw then Marie kind of captured my leg by bringing the far side leg over. So I tend to use the term far side, near side. So if you're in side control, for instance, the side that you're actually attached to is near side. The side where they can shrimp into is far side. So I've got lots of little things like that. But hopefully that made sense and hopefully you enjoyed the video.